Hello students, today we will discuss a question that came in the Business Studies exam held by the Assam Higher Secondary Education Council. So the question that we have here is, explain the concept of consumer cooperative store, what are its merits? So what is a consumer cooperative store? It is a store that is owned and managed mostly by the consumers themselves. So by definition, a consumer cooperative store is a retail organization owned, owned, managed and controlled by the consumers themselves. It is formed to provide essential goods at reasonable prices and protect the consumers from exploitation and middlemen. So by the definition, we can know that it is consumer cooperative stores are all those stores that are actually managed, owned and run by the consumers themselves. And why so? So that they are saved from or protected from being exploited by middlemen. So all the products that are available in the consumer cooperative stores are lower than the market. The prices are lower than the market prices. So the products are available at reasonable prices. So what are the features of a consumer cooperative store? The first one is voluntary association. And what does voluntary association means? That means all the members participate in that organizations themselves. So a group of consumers voluntarily come together to form the store. So all the consumers, they come together and form the store. That is why it is known as, or the feature is voluntary association. The second feature is registered entity. Every cooperative store is registered under the Cooperative Societies Act. So it is a registered entity. Next we have is capital contribution. So the capital is contributed by all the members of the cooperative society. And who are the members? Again, the members are the consumers themselves. So members contribute capital by purchasing shares. So there are also for capital, there are also shares of cooperative stores or organizations. The next feature we have is democratic control. Why so? Because every member has or they have the right to give one vote. So each member has one vote regardless of the number of shares held. So in case of any decision making regarding the store, there will always be voting, and so each member will have one vote. So that is why the control is democratic in case of cooperative stores or consumer cooperative stores, we can say. And the next feature we have is that is non-profit motive. So the consumer cooperative stores, they are non-profit motive firms. So the primary aim is service, not profit. So any surplus is distributed among the members or reinvested. If any profit is made at the end of the financial period or financial year, that surplus is distributed among the members or again reinvested in the business. So these were the features of consumer cooperative stores. What were they? What are they? They are, it is voluntary association. The members come together to form the consumer cooperative stores. It is a registered entity. The capital is contributed by the members themselves. The control in consumer cooperative stores is democratic and non-profit motive. Consumer cooperative stores are non-profit motive stores. One example here is the railway cooperatives that we find near the railway stations. So a group of railway employees may form consumer cooperative store to buy groceries and household items at fair prices, avoiding retail markups. So in every railway colony nearby, you will always find one cooperative store. So that is one example of consumer cooperative stores that is opened by the railway employees themselves. So this was the concept of a consumer cooperative store. Now we will move to the merits, or what are the advantages of a consumer cooperative store. The first advantage or the first merit is elimination of middlemen. It is stated that consumer cooperative stores purchase goods directly from manufacturers or wholesalers bypassing intermediaries. So the consumer cooperative stores, they As mentioned, they buy or purchase the goods directly from the producers or wholesalers. So what happens in the process? It eliminates the middlemen or the retailers, we can say. So this enables the consumer cooperative stores to sell the prices in a lower rate than the ongoing market prices. So this is one advantage or merit of consumer cooperative stores. The second merit here is reasonable price. Since the store operates on a no profit, no loss basis, goods are sold at prices lower than market rates. It protects consumers from price exploitation and inflation. So one of the biggest merit of consumer cooperative store is that the prices of the products are very much reasonable. Why so? Because they operate at no profit, no loss basis. That is why the prices, higher prices is not a goal of the consumer cooperative stores. That is why they sell the products at very reasonable prices. The next merit of consumer cooperative store is democratic management. Again, because every member has one vote, it creates a democratic environment in the cooperative stores, and that leads to democratic management as well. So each member has one vote regardless of the number of shares held, ensuring equal participation in decision making, which promotes transparency, fairness, and collective responsibility. So when every member has one vote, it leads to equal participation of the members and again democratic decision making. So this becomes a merit of consumer cooperative stores. The next merit that we have here is limited liability. The liability of each member is limited to the value of their shareholding. So how does limited liability become a merit? Because it will not lead the firm to debt. So limited in this way, limited liability becomes a merit for consumer cooperative stores. The next merit that we have is easy formation. Consumer cooperative stores are easy to form with minimal legal formalities and modest capital requirements. This encourages grassroots participation and community ownership. So consumer cooperative stores are very easy to form because again members comes together. So sometimes cooperative stores are not only opened by consumers themselves but also producers also as well, or maybe workers of an organization, they come together and open such an organization so that they can benefit from it. So that is why it is very easy to form. So these are the merits of consumer cooperative stores. The first one is elimination of middlemen. Second is reasonable prices. Third is democratic management. Fourth is limited liability. And the fifth is easy formation.